Nick Duffy here from Nick Duffy Golf. Here to do a little voiceover for Game Like Training Golf as well. I don't know if you guys heard, but there's actually going to be a pretty big match this week between Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Phil Mickelson, and Tiger Woods playing at the Medalist. So it should be very interesting to watch, and just thinking to be a very kind of interesting guy to do a voiceover for. The thing I would like to kind of take away from this voiceover is just kind of comparing Tom Brady's hip motion when he throws compared to his golf swing. I would give him a little bit of credit on this one because this is a swing where he has his son in the background driving a golf cart into another one, so he's a little distracted and doesn't hit the best shot. But I think it'd be kind of interesting once to show the difference in the two. All right, so my main thing I want to look at on these this voiceover is just basically talking about the difference in his hip motion on a driver. You can see how he's got a lot of stall, flip. His feet aren't really set properly. I'd rather see him maybe having a little bit more foot flare, just how stiff he looks coming through the ball. Little sway away from it, and then he doesn't quite get all the way through it with his hips. He's got to pretty much stop. Uses a lot of a little bit of vertical to help him square that club face. You can see that left wrist bowing a lot. Where if you look at his throwing motion, I mean it is much different hip motion. So you see him throwing the high one and the low one. I would say somewhere between those two for the golf swing would be almost perfect. See how that hip motion is on the turning through? He has no problem releasing it and really driving those hips through his throwing motion. The high one, which I think kind of somewhere like right between that one and this low one is almost perfect for his driver. You can see how much he wants to elevate his hips through the ball, tries to get a lot of extension, belt buckle raising through the shot, which is great. I love to see that through his swing, but the problem is there's a little bit too much stall and he didn't quite clear it. So he's going to have a little trouble certain days of when he squares that face. I almost guarantee from down the line view, he has a bit of an issue with the open club face coming down and a little bit of a steep path. Whereas I guarantee if he had that face squared up a bit better, you wouldn't see as much extension in that lead wrist and extension kind of up. You'd probably see better rotation through the ball, more like his throwing motion, because he definitely has a hip mobility to do it. I mean, you see how much he could turn, how much his hips fire when he throws the ball. I can imagine if he's in a proper delivery place, how there'd be a very similar motion as you're seeing his hips clearing right there. So overall, this weekend should be a fun little match to watch. I thought it'd be funny to do a little voiceover just talking about the comparisons of his golf swing and his throwing motion, because I mean his mechanics are something he's been known for working on a lot since he came out of college. He's definitely a tireless worker, very good shape for his age, and the guy takes really good care of his body. So I think what you see a lot of in his golf swing is really just poor delivery mechanics from top of the backswing to about shaft parallel. This kind of gives you the image of a bodies that's just hip stalling, club kind of just catching up late, opposed to where you get the more driving look of his hips when he's throwing a football, which is if he had a little bit more in his golf swing, probably wouldn't be an 80 handicap anymore. So overall, should be a fun tournament or fun event to watch this weekend. I know they got a lot of stuff planned for it, and looking forward to watching Medalists on TV, which should be a lot of fun.